Welcome to my channel. If you're new, I hope you go ahead, like, comment, and subscribe. My name is Jay. I go by Lipstick Junkie here on YouTube, and I'm going to show you guys how I created this look today. If you're an OG subscriber returning, I love you. Welcome back, sis or bro. Doesn't really matter. I appreciate the support, but keep watching to see how I got this look.
Fuck niggas, getting money became the anthem, cause she was a hustler. She was a
So I'm going to go ahead and prime my lid with the Ardell Photo Face Concealer in the shade 1.5. Learned a new trick. You have to wait until it's tacky in order for your shadow to really pop. So I did let that dry a bit. Then I'm going to go on top with the L'Oreal Paris True Match Super Blendable Foundation in the shade Neutral Classic Tan in 7. And that's just so I don't have as much as a white cast or anything like that on my eyeshadow. Then I'm just going to take a kind of copper orangish shade from the Crown Pro 10 color Fuego collection palette. I never know the name of this palette because it's not on the palette, so that's literally my first time I feel like I've ever really known the name, or maybe like my second or third. Then I'm going to go on top with the orange from the Juvia's Place Zulu palette, and I'm going to pile that directly on top. Then I'm going to take a nice fluffy eyeshadow brush and just blend that orange out to my liking. Then y'all know how I do. I'm gonna go back in with that deeper shade and just blend it, go back in, do the same thing over and over again. To cut my crease, I'm going into a smaller brush today. It's really like a defining brush. I've seen a few artists use these instead of like molding a bigger brush, and I think that's my problem since I'm working on my precision. So I did like using this brush as an alternative. I did go back into that Ardell Photo Face Concealer in 1.5, and I do let this get tacky as well. I didn't cut my crease as high as I probably could have, but the look still came out bomb. As mentioned earlier, I did let it get a little tacky, and then I'm going to just apply that same brownish copper shade. I actually did mix a little bit of a brown shade from the Rainforest palette by the Makeup Shack, just so that I can just get make it look a little more in-depth. And then I'm going to go on top with that same orange, and then I'm going to use that shimmer shade from the same Crown Brushes palette on top. Y'all, I don't have the information for these liners. I'm sorry. I know I've been doing tutorial after them. My last tutorial, I said they sucked. I'm just still not sure, honestly. And I don't like putting people on to stuff that I'm not sure of. So, yeah, that's just the tea on that. So, I apologize for any inconvenience. Before I applied my glitter, I did use the NYX glitter primer, of course. My glitter today, I actually have glitter with a name, and I got this from the Shop Miss A AOA Studio collection, and this is in the shade Diamond Powder. I did just go on top with that, and I actually did love this shade. It was a little deeper than the blue, but I actually liked the way it came out. For primer, I'm going to go into the Ulta Beauty Poreless Face Primer, and as you can tell, this has become a fave of mine. I use it all the time now, and I do let that sit just a little second so that it can get tacky as well. It wouldn't be a lipstick junkie tutorial if some just didn't go wrong. So apparently my camera cut off for the most important part and the main part of the video that I was really excited for, and that is me applying my lashes from my lash line, the Slay Society. These lashes are in the style Spicy, and they just went live a few days ago, so be sure to click the link below to purchase. Support a black business. It's Juneteenth. I mean, come on, well, by the time y'all watch this, it might not be Juneteenth, but anywho, y'all get the point. Be sure to purchase with the link in the bio. Then, of course, we ain't color correcting no more, sis. So I'm going into the Juvia's Place Magic Concealer in the shade 18. And I'm just blending that out with a Real Techniques brush. And then for my foundation, I'm going into my current fave, which is the Maybelline Superstay in the shade 330 Toffee. And I just let that go ahead and oxidize and dry up a little bit. Then since I'm not color correcting, I need just a little extra coverage for these bags, honey. So I'm going to go into the Anastasia Beverly Hills foundation stick in the shade Beige. And I'm just placing that where I would normally place my highlight. And I'm going to go on top with a little bit of the e.l.f. Camo Concealer in the shade Light Sand. As always, I'm just going to blend that out with the Real Techniques brush and pretty much pat in motions with a damp brush. And then I'm going to go back into my foundation brush. Of course, y'all know I love that seamless look, just so everything blends very, very seamless. I'm going back into my foundation brush just so that it doesn't look too harsh. Just a little too lazy to get up and get another brush, so I did take another foundation angled brush to blend out my concealer in the shade 56, which y'all should know already. ColourPop No Filter Concealer. Sweetie, it's a staple product at this point. It's not going anywhere. And then I did the same for my nose. And to set my highlight, I actually went into the Juvia's Place setting powder in the shade Kalahari. blend it all out, I'm going to go into that CoverGirl Queen Collection pressed powder in the shade Light Golden. It did take me just a little minute to blend it all out. Like, your girl's having a little tough time. And for blush, I'm going to go into the Anastasia Beverly Hills Blush Trio in Pool Party. This is an oldie but goodie, but it has become a fave of mine because I did not have this when it first came out. So I do really love this blush. I just mix all three together to get that shade. I'm going into my oldie but goodie. I keep saying everything's oldie but goodie, but it is. Y'all know how I am with my products. If you don't, you're gonna learn today. I use the same stuff all the time, but I'm gonna go into the Nefertiti highlight by Juvia's Place in their loose highlighter. For my lips, I'm just going into a regular dark brown pencil because I don't have any more regular brown pencils. And I'm just going to go on top with the Maybelline lipstick in the shade Touchable Taupe. Y'all know this is an oldie for real, but I do love this creamy lip. Then I'm just going to go on top with a little concealer just so that it doesn't look as brown. And that's it. That's the tweet. That's the look. Okay, it's a look. Sorry I have been missing in action, but I'm back. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know any other videos you guys want to see, and I'll see y'all in my next video. I appreciate all the support. Bye, y'all.